And again, I'm willing to turn the page. Not that it matters what I think. It's just the fact that, as fans, we can ride these players and be upset with them and be mad and say, man, this guy's got to change his attitude. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. In the end, baseball is difficult. We could see it from afar, but they got to make the necessary adjustments as the professional. So as we're watching from afar, yeah, it looks easy to see a curveball dip at 7 to 10 inches at 94 miles per hour or faster. Well, they only have a split second or two to make a decision. So it's very difficult. You got to reel it back sometimes, and then you got to understand and appreciate when these players actually do see, hey, man, I'm not helping myself. I need to, talk to the coaches. I need to watch more film. I need to adjust my swing. I got to adjust my stance. And when you see the fact that their hard work actually pays off, then that's when you can appreciate that even more, because you're like, damn, dude, this guy's really wanting to stay up here. Not only stay up here, but stay in the lineup. And not only does he want to stay in the lineup, he wants to show that he's one of the best players on this team. And right now, riddle me this, Batman, but who else is better right now than Jo Adell on this team? He has raised his average. He's resurrected his average from 195 to 243. It's gone up 48 points in a month. He's literally the player of the month. He had 11 home runs to lead your Halos. The Angels take several losses in the month of June if he doesn't come through the way he has. And he's worked a lot of walks. The strikeouts have come down. He was even robbed of of another RBI hit today in that ninth inning when they had second and third, one out, the infield in. It was just a great play over there by the first baseman. I forget his name, but Olson. Olson made a great play at first base. Otherwise, that's into right field, 2-run score again. That's 2 more RBIs right there. So Jo Adell, has he graduated? Because in my mind right now, if he finishes this year strong, all these years that it's taken him to maturate and to mature and to get to this position has finally paid off. And he has finally graduated into the hitter that maybe it only took Neto a year and a half to get to, or it only took Shawnuel a year and a half to get to. And now we can see the ascension. And then where we were always like, hey, it's O'Hoppe, it's Neto, it's Shawnuel, that's the core of this team. Well, then now you're seeing Moore. And yes, Moore is a guy who's batting 195. Todd, how is he getting to the next level? Christian Moore, I'm more impressed with him even when he strikes out, because he works 6 to 8 pitches per at bat almost. He's fouling pitches off. He's just missing it. He's getting contact. You don't see him with his head down when he strikes out. You don't see, you see him in there with a tablet. You see him in there talking to the coaches. He wants to get better, and he will get better. And he could probably be right up there with Neto or advance him in progression in the next year or so. I really am digging what I see from Moore. And so now, again, like I said, we thought the young core was Neto. We thought it was Shawnuel, and we thought it was O'Hoppe. Now we're starting to say, no. The young core has brought 2 new guys in, and that's Moore, and that's obviously the guy who we thought that was going to be here a couple years ago, but just arrived a little late, and that's Jo Adell. Because no matter what people say, that dude is still young as hell. He is part of this young core, and we've got some time with him still. So if he's progressing to this point, and it's not a contract year, it's as good as gold in my opinion. And then you see more coming up. Now the problem is 4 out of the 5 guys are doing their job. We got to work a little bit with Shawnuel with his defense. Moore's going to come around. He's going to get those hits. They're going to start falling in, but he's making solid contact, having solid at-bats, working walks. I think he's already ahead of the curve. But the guy we got to work on right now out of that young core is by far Logan O'Hoppe. We got to work with him defensively, and we got to work with him hitting, because his hitting is so off right now. He's got just the worst at-bats right now, because he's just flailing at anything, which he sees it down the middle. Just because it's going down the middle doesn't mean it's hittable. So it's, he's swinging at the stuff in the dirt, which the ball technically is going down the middle of the plate. He's fooled on that constantly, and then he's fooled on the outside sliders with uppercut swing, and he's hitting weak ground balls to either shortstop, up the middle, or to second base. And if he even gets any kind of elevation on those wild sliders outside, he just pops it up. So again, I love the progression with this team. We're going to have our ups and downs. We're going to have some struggles, but for a game like